Yo, what's up, people? I'm gonna try to play another 3-minute chess game. See what happens. I usually get an opponent very quickly on chess.com, so that's good. And as always, I'm gonna not talk too much during the game because it's only a 3-minute game. But afterwards, I'll try to analyze what I should have done, stuff like that. That sunburn right here. I missed one spot on my body. Well, this is taking longer than usual to get an opponent. Usually it happens almost right away. But I'm sure we will get one soon. Hey folks, here I go. I'm playing Andrew Liu. He used to play in the US. Oh god, I play this line and I'm not very good at it. Alright, whatever. I'm not particularly good at this variation. I forget if I castle or not. I think I was supposed to castle, actually. Did I forget to go a5? What am I doing? Okay. I played all the wrong moves. Hold on, I gotta actually think now. I just 3-minute games. Sometimes you just blunder and play all the wrong, play pieces in the wrong square. All right, I had to go. Knight d7 was a horrendous mistake. I just totally spaced out, honestly. Somehow in 5-minute, I'm always like a little more cautious in the opening to make sure that doesn't happen. But in 3-minute, every now and then I just play like horrendous opening move because I'm not thinking clearly for a second. My plan is to go knight e8 and d6. Maybe my position's acceptable. See any tricks here? If he goes like rook b1, let's think. Maybe take an a5. Seems correct. Yeah, why not? So if rook b1, I'll just take go a5. If he goes b5, I'll go knight e8 to d6. If he takes, oh, he was not going to take. Yeah, somehow I've achieved some reasonable type of position. Maybe he should go en passant, but that's also, I have some play. Alright, whatever. So this is like normal position. I don't know what he's doing. f6 of bishop d2. I'm going to go f6 and g6. And knight b6, attack the c-pawn. Let's just super defense. Knight b6, he goes a4. At some point, I can go a5 and block him up. Well, let's do knight b6 and then bishop g4, stopping h5 type ideas. I don't know, even h5 is interesting, but that was probably a mistake. Oh well, he's gonna go h5. I was gonna go a5. I'm just gonna do it. Is it good? Who knows? I think king g7. Knight f7 to g5. Any good? Go back here, see what happens. Oh, I gotta be careful with my e-pawn. He should probably just smash through at some point. I'm gonna go knight d7 if he lets me. I'm not sure if he should actually take on e5, but in a blitz game, I would probably just do it. Hope for the best. Okay, he didn't. F5 is interesting. What is wrong with it? What is... Oh, my pawn. Alright, I'm going to play defense. My bishop on g4 is a little stranded, is a problem. Well, now f5 is legit interesting. This is kind of an annoying position, actually. I don't know what to do. Knight f7? Okay. I don't know what this does exactly. Now f5 is legit playable. Okay, at some point I gotta do some counterplay. Can't just sit here forever and not do anything. I guess f4. Close things up. And look at this. Look at this beautiful blockade we have. I'm just gonna put everything on e-pawn. What do you do? Pawn takes. Oh, now I have the h-file, dude. I guess I'm gonna go here actually. Didn't think about that. How big of a deal is it? En passant seems playable. Let's move knight h3 threats. Alright, I guess I'll do this. Hoping there's no tricks, there probably is. He won't take, but I'm just pre-moving in case. Probably go knight f5, and now pawn takes, bishop takes. I'm just going to do this and hope for the best, or am I going to not? I'm going to do this. It's not that many discoveries. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, what's material like here? Open space for my knight. Bishop e6, I will sacrifice it, of course. Bishop g6 to e4 next, if he lets me. I'll just do this anyway. I should probably be grabbing things somewhere around here. No, I don't want to take that. I'm going to go here. I'm actually down a lot of material, turns out. Check. Alright, I'm going to hope there's a mate somewhere along this position. I haven't found it yet, though. I'm close to finding it. He's 4 seconds left, which is good news. So if we can trade pieces, we'll win on time. Alright, we won in time. Yeah, good, just a decent game. Fought back from an ugly opening. Let's take a look at what happened. So, yeah, the opening. First of all, I need to learn something better against this line. Even in Blitz, I can get my ass whooped so easily in this line. All of the moves I played are fine here. And now I just freaked out. Bishop g4 is the move. I don't know what happened. I just forgot to play it. But this is the theoretical move. And then you go knight d7 and c6 and castles. And you get a reasonable position. I personally think white is a little bit better there. So I would like to learn something new against the f3 Nimzo at some point when I have the time to devote to it. Because I feel like I just get slightly unpleasant games. But instead I played this, which is just horrible. He goes b4. And now he just has a huge space advantage. I was thinking about just stacking right here, but just to get a lead in development, but I don't know, it just didn't seem legit. You know, if e5, I can take it with my knight, and I have rook e8, but he just tried to develop with either this move or this move. I mean, I don't know what compensation I have here. Let's defend d3. I'm sorry, e4. Like, I'm just down a pawn. So I didn't do that. I just played bishop to get back to e7. I think he should just go c5. Just, you know, he's a bit away from castling, but also my pieces are getting smothered here. But whatever he did was also... What did he do? Bishop e7, bishop d3, castles. Well, now c5. I think he should just claim his center with c5. You know, he plays normal. He goes bishop d3 and castles, getting his king safe. But honestly, once I played this move, it's not so easy for him. This is a key move because he's going to go c5 himself otherwise, and I'm going to get smothered to death because I messed up the opening. It just happened. But now there's some pawn tension that he has to deal with. So one option is to take, in which case I get a lot of key squares on c5, d4, and d6. So it's just not a good move. b5 is what he played, which is normal. Rook b1 is, you know, or queen b3 is also, I guess, playable. Queen b3 loses a pawn to pawn takes, and queen b6 check, followed by queen takes b4. So if rook b1, I was thinking, now queen b6, there's c5. in the position with the queen on b3, c5 didn't work because I could go knight takes c5, and there would be a pin where I would take his queen. The problem is I don't know how to go back and forth moves very easily, so I'm not making as many moves on the board as I would have. Soon I will learn how to do that. I was going to go a5, though. The key here is to gain squares for my pieces. And if he goes b5, I get the c5 square. If he takes, I can go knight c5, and everything's okay. Or bishop c5, whatever. Maybe I don't want to give up this pawn, but I have these squares long term, so I felt pretty good about that. God, there's got to be a way to revert. One day I will figure out how to do it. But for now, I don't know how. Frustrating, though. So bishop d3 castles, castle c5. He spent 57 seconds on this one move trying to figure out what to do. I think because he realized after b5 his advantage is like much less. And so this is really important. Whenever you have a position like this where he has a passed pawn, you almost always want a knight blockading it. A knight is the best blockader, a standard chess rule. And so in this type of position, knight e8 is just an automatic move. You put the knight on d6, it attacks these two pawns, and also prepares a possible f5 in the future. It's not doing anything on f6. It's kind of getting in the way of some attacking plans that white might have. So knight e8 is completely standard. You much rather prefer that than a move like bishop d6. A bishop is a much worse blockader because the bishop's mobility is blocked by the pawns. Very sad. So whatever, I did this. He attacked me. I played f6. I'm just staying solid here. I think I'm already like pretty happy. h4 makes sense though. He wants to go h5 and kind of weaken my kingside pawn structure a little bit. I did this to attack this pawn. I'm not actually sure it's the best move. I think the knight. I don't know. It's reasonable. I open up my bishop a little bit. I played this. I didn't see knight. Oh, excuse me. I didn't see knight h2. I was also thinking about going h5. I wasn't sure. I was trying to like completely lock down the king side and just go king g7, bishop g4. Would have been reasonable also. But instead I played this move. It didn't help me go back to the game. I really have to press this. Just making sure there's no button I can do. There's gotta be a way to just revert, right? I mean, how can there just has to be a way. Did I figure it out? No, I just have to press this again. Alright. So bishop g4. Knight h2, attacking my bishop. I brought it back. And now I'd always planned, if you were watching, that whenever he went a4, I was going to go a5. And the idea is either lock up the king side and fix this a-pawn as a target, or if he takes, then I also get a target in that a-pawn, because I recapture with the rook. So I thought this was a nice turn of events for me. And a4 actually didn't help him. It maybe even hurt him, because his pawn is weak. I figured to just play king g7, bishop g4, I don't know. There was something else I thought about, right? Like knight f7 or something. Oh no, I was scared of, yeah, I was scared of like this move. I thought for like a blitz game or a bullet game, it might be interesting. Like if this, I think something like rook f1. I mean, it's interesting. I'm only down a piece is the thing. Like queen c3. Oh, there's knight a4, but then I can go queen a1 with ideas of h6. It's just like, oh, knight d7 though. I'm really solid. I'm really solid. So let me think. Queen c3, queen b2. I like this move. But again, knight d7. Maybe it just isn't quite enough. I was a little nervous about it, though. Just like an intuitive piece sacrifice like that. But alright, he didn't do that. And I can see why. It's a little risky. Played knight h4 instead, and I immediately went knight d7 to control some key squares. I felt like the knight on b6 was not doing that much anymore. My king side needs to be kind of bolstered. He's down in time, which is really useful. f2. What do I do? Knight f7? Yeah, I thought like knight g5 could be useful. I didn't really know what to do. I want to go f5, but I'm like a little nervous about this pawn. So like I wanted to go knight f3, and I wanted to be able to immediately react with like pawn takes pawn or f4, but he's now attacking this, and I thought that was a problem. So that's why I preemptively played knight f7 to control e5 a little more. See, this is the thing, like, during the game, there's no way I could explain all of this. It's just like, it's going on in my mind, but the words would take forever to explain. So rook f1, and now I decided, you know, I can just sit here and try to hold forever and let him try to figure out a way to attack me, or I can do something aggressive. I decided to do the aggressive thing. I do think knight g5 is perfectly reasonable. My position is okay, but it's hard to come up with a plan, in which in blitz can be difficult. So I decided to play the more aggressive f5, attack his knight. I had been trying to play this move for a while, and now that I have firm control over e5, I finally felt comfortable doing it. He moved the knight away, and now I was happy because I felt like I've blocked his rooks from attacking me. What did I take on h5? Why didn't I take on h5? Oh, he's threatening to take on f4 because of the pin. So that's why I didn't do that. So I just played bishop f6. So he did something good somewhere around here, yeah. I mean, maybe I should just take on e2, I don't know. And then go rook h8. Just kind of keep him locked up. I didn't see this move at all. I mean, honestly, I feel like I could almost sack a piece and have some play, like knight g5, rook h8. But okay, I decided that would be too risky. I took it. But now he has an open line, which was kind of annoying to me. The thing was I'm way up in time, so I felt like I was going to have to use that. I like rook h8 now, the more I look at it. Everything's solid. My overprotection, like the e5 point, if you can ever break through there, it could be ugly, but everything's protecting it. And everything's protecting everything else, like the knight's protecting f6. But okay, obviously, I have to make these decisions in literally 1 or 2 seconds, so I felt like knight h3 is a threat. Actually, and that's a pretty good move. It's just the knight. Oh, knight h3 to f4 I had. Just pretty. Oh no, but he's threatening knight f5 type moves. I don't know. Well, I did something like rook h8 probably to defend this. He did something logical. Oh, you went bishop c1. I don't know. Would I go knight f7? Queen e7. Eh. I prefer knight f7 now. Just get out of dodge and get to this strong overprotection position again. And this bishop, notice this bishop's out of the game completely. That's why it's very hard for him to really attack me. So after knight f7, I think I'm better. It's just like I have to worry about tricks and blitz. But after this, he played this move, and it's kind of dangerous. Although I can go knight h3 and then take with the queen. So I didn't see that because we have no time. So I'm just reacting. But yeah, knight h3, I'm crushing him. Just get the knight out of the way and then do stuff. Bishop takes knight was correct, of course. And then I mean, I can't recapture because of knight f5 check. So you know, again, like blitz game, we're just playing bad moves. Knight f5 is just bad. Everything we're just blundering left and right. This kind of happens though when you're low on time. So, did I do anything interesting? I mean, allowing this discovery was good. Bishop e7 is interesting, by the way. The problem is I just go here, and I don't know. Seemed okay for me. Like take. I was looking at something like this. Rook g8's coming next. Knight e5. Oh wait, this is where we were. Oh, so yeah, one interesting move is how, and this is like an intuitive thing that's not easy to people, but the most important thing in the world now is to have active pieces. Activity is all that matters. So this knight is not in the game. So you have to be the type of player that would just play this move as like an absolute automatic reflex. The pawn means nothing. Absolute nothing. In return for giving up this pawn, I gain the e5 square and the e8 rook. And I can tell you for sure that like a lot of the students I teach at my chess camps, they would not play that move as a reflex. Like this is a move that must take you 1 second to understand. If you want to be like, you know, well above master, like this is just basic chess. Like you just have to play e4. All their moves are ridiculous because your knight's not in the game, your rook's not in the game then. So what are you gonna do? But like moves like this are important because they're just, whenever it's a move that's like intuitively like completely brain dead obvious for me, and I know that it might not be for everyone else. Like even if you have to spend 5 seconds to realize it, it's a problem. it was a problem in Blitz for sure, but like in tournament games, there's just variations where you have to like see deep ahead, and if something's going to take you 5 seconds to figure it out when it's on the board in front of you, you're going to have a hard time seeing it 4 moves in advance while you're calculating a variation. That's why these moves need to be seen within a second. But now my knight gets the e5 square, my rook gets the e file, so it's just really important move. And you know, I'm doing well, but I mean, you know, this is obvious. I have to just sack the exchange because otherwise the bishop comes to e6 and my pieces are just clunky. I mean, I guess I could go queen g6, but I don't buy it. Also, I'm way up in time, so I figure I'm just going to win in time somehow. Even though it turns out I'm down a pawn. But his king's a little weak. I do bishop g6. Yeah, I'm just maneuvering around. I mean, obviously I should probably just take on c4. At this point, it was just time scramble mode. And he was so low on time that I couldn't find a forced mate. I bet there was something. Bishop e4, I saw king g4. I can take on f1, that would be useful. What are you going to do? I didn't see that move during the game. And yeah, I mean, maybe I have more, but I figure I'm going to win because he has 2 seconds left. So that's the game. Again, I would definitely like your feedback on these 3-minute games. It's really tough to... I do love playing on chess.com. It's just they have no 5-minute, like none. I'll never get to play a 5-minute game against a good player here. So there's a lot less I can do during the game in explaining my thought process, and the quality of the game will be much lower. But I think it's still interesting. Like that e4 move is important. Like if that's not a basic response to you, there are certain books that can help. You know, Agar's positional play, Helston's Secrets of Positional Chess. That's probably not what it's called. Mastering Chess Strategy is what it's called. Those books are good at like kind of drilling those things. But they really need books that are just like basic positional puzzles, like 1,000 of them, just like they have for tactics. But they don't have this for positional play, which is unfortunate. So like everyone knows the tactical themes instantaneously, but the positional themes, they're not instantly recognizable for everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.